doesn't love a good snack? I definitely do, and especially after a workout, or if Dustin and I are out with the kids on a family outing or traveling, having something that gets that craving taken care of, fills you up, and lets you stop worrying about being hungry is the best. But snacks do get a bad rep because a lot of people have unhealthy snacks that don't fill them up, that don't really do anything for their nutrient value for the day, and are kind of eaten mindlessly without intention. I know personally that used to happen to me, and that would derail my weight loss. With the cleanish lifestyle that I live now, my approach to snacking is if I'm gonna eat it, I want it to be good for me, I want it to fill me up, I want it to be nutritious, and I want it to be tasty, because what's the point if it's not tasty? You're not enjoying your lifestyle that way. That is why I always opt for high protein snacks. So as opposed to eating snacks with empty calories and tons of added sugar and added unhealthy fats, high protein snacks that are clean-ish will boost your metabolism and will give you the energy to keep moving all day. You'll also be more alert. You'll be reducing or maintaining your blood glucose levels instead of a big spike. And especially when you combine it with high fiber foods, you are just gonna be in for a really good, satisfying snack. All right, so sound good? Let's get started. Eggs are fantastic. They're cheap and they're rich in protein and healthy fats. And that's often why you'll see me add a hard-boiled egg to my meals, or I might bring them along with me in the cooler. One large egg will give you about 6 grams of protein and less than 80 calories, so that's pretty cool. Protein muffins are another option. They require a little bit extra work, but they are a very tasty snack, and you can make them in bulk, which is cool. And I am not talking about the store-bought muffins, not even the protein store-bought muffins. What I'm talking about is actually making them yourself. And the good news is I have several clean recipes. Like, who doesn't love a chocolate muffin, right? So I have a recipe on the blog, and they have 7 grams of protein each, 4 grams of healthy fiber, and just 172 calories. Homemade trail mix is another great high protein option. Notice that I said homemade and not store-bought. Save yourself the money and the sugar and the artificial colors and flavors. You probably have a lot of these ingredients in your pantry. Just combine some walnuts, almonds, seeds, some dried fruits, which will provide you that sweetness from those natural sugars, some healthy high cacao percentage dark chocolate morsels, and voila, you have a delicious homemade trail mix that's high in protein. If you're going out for the day and you live in Texas or another hot place like where I live, don't add in those chocolate morsels, however, because those will melt very fast. I speak from way too much experience. Depending on what you put into it, a serving is going to be around 2 ounces typically. That'll give you about 7 to 8 grams of protein, about 5 grams of fiber, which is great, and around 250 to 300 calories. And it's a little bit higher because of the extra fat from the nuts and the seeds. Jerky is another great option, but I caution you to pay attention to the ingredient lists and the nutrition labels when you're buying them at the store. There are a lot of options out there at the stores that have super high sodium content, lots of artificial ingredients, lots and lots and lots of added sugars, and that makes them rather unhealthy, unfortunately. But you can still buy ones that are healthy for you and good for you. Just try to limit those added sugars and salts and added artificial ingredients. In a serving for beef jerky or turkey jerky, you're typically gonna get 13 grams of protein per serving, which is awesome. And it's gonna be around 70 calories. You're also gonna get a ton of minerals and vitamins. And it's just a really grab and go easy one that you can just grab out of the pantry, toss it in a bag, and then you have it later to eat. Protein shakes are another big winner for me. Now you can make a protein smoothie, or you can grab a protein powder and you can just mix a scoop of that with some water, shake it up, and then you have a super easy protein shake. Cleanish Protein has 20 grams of protein in there, plus 3 grams of fiber, all in just 140 calories. So it packs a lot of bang for its buck. Tuna is another great protein source. It's very high in protein and omega-3 fatty acids. Canned tuna is totally great, and make sure that they are canned in water rather than added oils. I recommend looking for a company that uses ethical sourcing. I really like Wild Planet and Safe Catch. In a 100-gram serving, you're gonna get 19 grams of protein, and that'll only be 90 calories, so definitely a very high impact for protein. Chickpeas are actually pretty impressive in terms of a snack. So they're a really nutrient-dense food packed with a ton of essential amino acids, lots of vitamins and minerals, And the protein and the fiber work really well in order to fill you up. And they're also low on the glycemic index. A 1 ounce serving of roasted chickpeas is gonna give you 5 grams of protein and 5 grams of fiber in just 110 calories. Or you can turn those chickpeas into hummus. I have a delicious hummus recipe I can link to for you. Hummus is delicious any way you have it, so I put it on my wraps. I just have it all the time. I absolutely adore hummus. Cottage cheese, or just cheese in general. There is absolutely no need to be afraid of full-fat dairy. It is actually very healthy for you, and full-fat cottage cheese is heart healthy, high in protein, and it's actually really high in vitamins and minerals as well. A half cup serving of full-fat cottage cheese only has 100 calories, and you get 12 grams of protein and 4.5 grams of fat. So that is gonna make you feel full and satisfied for sure. If you want, you could top it with like some everything seasonings, some pumpkin seeds, just anything you want. My dad used to put crushed pineapple on it. I don't know, I've never really gotten on board with that one, but you know, I love cottage cheese as a snack. I think it's a really great high protein snack. And to that point, I also want to talk about cheese. Really, all cheeses made from whole milk are a good choice for you for a high protein snack. Full fat Greek yogurt. I absolutely love this one as a snack as well. Not ones that are fat free, not ones that have added sugars or added colors or artificial ingredients. So a half cup serving of full fat plain Greek yogurt has about 11 grams of protein and 113 calories. Broccoli is another great one. You might not have known that, but broccoli is pretty high in protein. It's not as high as a steak, but it is pretty high for a snack. I don't like raw broccoli as much, but having some roasted broccoli, I'm just ready to grab in the fridge. I'll eat that stuff cold, it's so good. 1 cup of roasted broccoli has 5 grams of protein, 5 grams of fiber, and just 100 calories. Pretty good, right? So edamame or soybeans are another really good high protein and really tasty snack. You can have them even frozen right out of the freezer, or you can cook them and add them into your meals, or just have them in a baggie and ready to have when you want a high protein snack when you're out on the road. 1/2 cup of shelled edamame will give you 8 grams of protein, 4 grams of fiber, and just 90 calories. So tasty and impactful. And the kids love them too. They'll eat those as just a snack or a side. And chicken is another really great source of protein. Now I know it's an obvious one, but I don't think people think, hey, I'll just have a slice of meat or I'll have some cubed chicken as a snack, especially if we're talking about like a chicken breast that's cut up or sliced deli chicken that is not super processed or high in salts and added sugars. So 100 grams of cooked, skinless chicken breast will give you a whopping 32 grams of lean protein and just 166 calories. So you definitely get a lot of bang for your buck with the calories that you're eating. So hopefully I've mentioned a variety of options for high protein snacks that sound good to you, that you can try out. I like to get my protein from a lot of different types of sources. I'll have it with chicken and soybeans and broccoli and a Cleanish protein drink, maybe some cottage cheese, all in one day in order to hit my daily protein needs. And I'll add a link to my Cleanish protein if you want to check it out. It is a really easy, I think amazingly tasty and nutrient dense clean protein that I think you're gonna love. And if you need help calculating your macros to understand how much protein you're supposed to be having in a day to reach your goals, check out my video on how to calculate your macros and I can get you started on that too. All right, thanks so much. I will see you in the next video.